I was struggling with the books on the shelf when something clicked. The entire case jolted and groaned open, revealing a hidden room behind it. Then there was barking, distant at first, then closer. My blood turned to ice. A pack of massive black dogs burst into view, snarling, eyes locked on me like I was dinner. No, this couldn't be it! And to think, Irina, was just a neuroscience student obsessed with synapses and sleep cycles. If only you were as obsessed with our like and subscribe buttons. Go on, click them and stay tuned for more of our deliciously dramatic stories. I'd always felt like something was missing. Maybe it was the headaches, the dreams that made me wake up in the middle of the night, whispering formulas I didn't recognize. No doctor could help though, so I chased science in the hope it would give me answers. Just a few weeks ago, I was standing at a national research fair for undergrads, receiving my winner's cup with my best friend Cherry cheering by my side. Then the crowd suddenly parted, making way for a strikingly handsome man. It was Dominic Vale, heir to $1 billion tech empire.
Your work is impressive, Miss Velasquez. Unnervingly so. With the resources my company can offer, I'd like to help you take it further. What do you say?
I didn't know what came over me, his charm, or perhaps that strange familiarity in his voice. But I found myself taking his hand, completely stupidly trusting. He even invited me to a formal gala at his private estate. High-profile scientists and researchers would be there. It would be the perfect chance to expand my network. But in reality, I felt microscopic. Everywhere I turned, people were swirling champagne and quoting research papers like they were poetry.
There you are. I've been waiting for you.
He slipped beside me, and just like that, the room shifted. His presence alone reframed me. Suddenly, I was someone worth noticing. We reached the center of the room just as a slow waltz began. He offered a hand. I stepped forward and he pulled me onto his shoe.
Just follow my lead.
And then, almost effortlessly, we were dancing. The world blurred as we glided across the marble floor. For a moment, I wished time would just stop. Later that night, I finally got to speak with some of the field's biggest names. But just as I began to feel like I belonged, a sharp throb pulsed through my head. I muttered an excuse and slipped away. My vision blurred as I stumbled down a hallway I didn't recognize until I found myself standing in front of a dimly lit study. Inside, Dominic was standing by a bookshelf. Suddenly, the entire thing shifted sideways and creaked open, revealing a narrow, shadowed room. He stepped inside and pulled out a single manila folder with blood red classified stamped across. I edged closer, pulse hammering in my ears. He tilted the folder slightly, enough for me to see a photo. It was me, at 10 years old. Why did he have that? What the heck was that file? Terrified, I ran all the way home, drenched in sweat, lungs burning. The moment I burst through the door, I unloaded everything to Cherry. That file definitely holds something about my hidden identity. It proves Dominic didn't just meet me by chance. He must have been looking for me all along. Irina, get a grip. If you want answers, you'll have to open that file yourself. And don't call the cop. Someone as powerful as him will bury this before it's daylight. She was right. As terrified as I was, there was something even stronger in me. I had to know the truth. That night, Cherry and I stayed up until dawn, planning how I'd break back into that house. Suddenly, someone knocked on the door. My stomach dropped. Dominic, he knew. He must have seen me. This was it. I was screwed.
Hey, I couldn't stop thinking about you after last night. You were unforgettable. I'd really like to see you again, outside of lab meetings and research conferences. Just you and me.
Wait, was he asking me out? This is your shot. Right, sure, I'd like that. Turned out Dominic's idea of a date was sweeping me off my feet into his very own private jet.
Just a little getaway, a Christmas surprise.
15 hours later, we landed in snow-covered Munich, a winter dream come to life. I was instantly swept up by the festive spirit, sizzling bratwursts, twinkling lights, and rows of handmade trinkets. At one point, a pack of giggling kids pulled me toward an old carousel, with Dominic right behind. We both burst out laughing, trying to squeeze into seats clearly never meant for full-sized humans. Later, we found a quiet bench and sipped hot glue wine under the falling snow. Then, without warning, Dominic leaned in, resting his head on my shoulder.
This wine makes me so sleepy. Mind if I just close my eyes for a bit?
My heart skipped a beat. A big, stupid, traitorous beat. Snap out of it, Irina. It was no time for dumb, fluttery feelings. On the flight back while Dominic dozed beside me, something slipped out from his pocket. It was a photograph of me, standing next to him on October 25th, 2021. I was 18 then. I had no memory of this moment. None. The mysteries kept piling up. I had to get back into that file. That weekend I showed up at his estate with a plan to thank him, of course, with a bottle of glue-wine. He poured us each a cup. Our fingers brushed as he handed me mine. He held my gaze a second too long, then took a generous sip. 1, 2, 3. He leaned closer until our faces were just inches apart and then slumped into sleeping. Sorry, buddy. I eased him onto the sofa and slipped down the hall. The bookshelf looked perfectly normal up close. No hidden buttons, no levers. I ran my fingers along the spine, searching for anything. Then one book with the Roman numeral 1 sank inward as if triggering a mechanism. The others beside it, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all seemed to act like switches. Oh, so I have to enter the right combination to open the door, huh? I started guessing. His birthday? Nope. His dog's birthday? Nothing. Mine? Still nothing. Then it hit me. The photo on the plane. October 25th, 2021. I pressed the sequence. Gotcha! But before I could celebrate, barkings echoed down the hallway. Yep, this was the scene from the beginning of the video. Within seconds, I was surrounded by Dominic's monstrous dogs. No exit in sight. Then Dominic burst into the room.
Irina? What are you doing here?
Can we start with calling off your demon dogs and then we talk?
You shouldn't have come in here, Irina.
Then maybe don't hide secret files about me behind secret doors.
That file. You don't want to open it. Because once you do, there's no going back.
Something in his voice stopped me cold, like he was trying to protect me from the secret, but I need to know. Whatever's in there, it's part of me, and I'm done living in the dark. I opened the file without hesitation, but inside there was only a small chip. Confused, I looked up at Dominic. He sighed, then pulled out a strange device, unlike anything I'd ever seen. He slotted the chip in, placed it gently on my head.
What you're about to see might seem insane, but I promise you, every second of it is real.
He powered it on, green light blinked, and suddenly, the room around me melted away. I was 10 again in my very own lab. That's right, I was a child prodigy with a big dream. I wanted to build something that could help people preserve their most precious memories. People thought I was delusional, but I never stopped. By 18, I'd done it. With my partner and secret patron, Dominic Vale, I created 2 working prototypes, one to extract memories, another to transfer them back. We were this close to securing the patent when alarms flooded the lab. They had found us. They were part of a shadow organization, dangerous, powerful, and ruthless. And they came to rob our inventions. But I would never let that happen. I picked up the memory extractor and turned it on myself.
No, Irina, don't!
Promise me, Dom, once my memories are gone, destroy everything. The data, the prototype, don't let them fall into the wrong hands. His voice broke as he swore he would, and that was the last thing I saw before everything went blank. I took off the device only to see the look of regret on Dominic's face.
I destroyed the extractor, just like you asked, but I couldn't erase your memories. I'm sorry. I'm in love with you, Irina. Always have been. That's why I kept the chip and the transfer device safe in hope that one day I could give your memories back.
His words landed hard. It all felt too much. The whole thing...
Irina, wait, please! You're not safe if you leave now.
But I was already out the door. Just then, Cherry's car screeched to a stop in front of me. Get in! What happened? Are you okay? Did you get the file? What's in it? I spilled everything. The device, the erased memories, the secret lab, Dominic's confession. Every word felt heavier than the last. She laughed, one that sounded far too pleased. For a second, I didn't even recognize her. Then I noticed the road. Sherry, where are we going? This is not the way home. Oh, sweet Irina. You really thought I was just your roommate? I was placed in your life for one reason only. To find out where you hid the memory extractor. My blood froze. You're with them? The Shadow Organization? Bingo! And you just made it easy for us. I immediately grabbed my phone and fired off an SOS. But before the signal can send, she snatched it away. Don't even think about it. Sit still, genius. We're almost there. The car stopped at a decaying building. I recognized it instantly from the memories I just recovered. My old lab. They forced me inside, right up to what was left of the memory extractor. Fix it! Or watch what happens when we lose patience. I'd rather watch it burn. The men closed in, towering over me. Just then, the door exploded open. Dominic burst in with a SWAT team.
Get away from her!
Within minutes, the officers had control. The men were arrested, Cherry too. Dominic pushed through the chaos and pulled me into his arms.
Good thing I caught your SOS signal, huh?
Yeah, good thing. With the organization dismantled, the government stepped in, offering protection and full support for what had once been my secret project. I was entrusted to build the extractor and stabilize the transfer device myself. Dominic stayed by my side, quiet and steady, never asking for anything in return. And I came to realize he had loved me like this all along, even when I had no memory of who I was. And in that moment, I knew I was his completely.
I was hanging at the grocery section when I suddenly caught this dude acting all shady. Was he? Was he straight up shoplifting? I maneuvered my cart back and forth for a better look, and then bam! I rammed right into his side from behind, sending everything he stashed in his coat tumbling out. Whoops! No worries. Got a cart here. No need to stuff things in your jacket, dude. The guy looked at me all panicked, and when my hottest, most badass brother on the planet came running over, the thief quickly grabbed me by the neck.
Don't come any closer, or else...
Or else what, poor fish? I bit into his arm hard, making him yell out in pain. In a flash, he was tied up, lying on the floor. Hey there, name's Matilda, and I'm, well, still figuring out my strong suit. Maybe I'll end up a cop like my brother, or a doctor, engineer, or a teacher. Who knows? But before we dive into my story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to the MDA channel. I was born into a family of geniuses, with my dad being a scientist who's invented tons of stuff for medicine. My mom's a professor at Harvard. And then there's my brother, the crime-fighting team captain. Our family's got this genius legacy thing going, respected by many. Guess God will hand me my own special talent soon enough. My friends at school totally adore me, especially Taylor, the mayor's daughter. Even though she acts all queen bee around here, she's actually pretty nice to me. Can I come over this weekend, Matilda? Heard your brother made another big bust, huh? One day, I was totally engrossed in following an ant trail, trying to find their nest. Honestly, ants are like the hardest working creatures I know. What a loser. She's like the black sheep in the family of superheroes, right? Shh, keep it down. We don't want her to know we're just using her to get close to her hot officer brother. What? Black sheep in a family of superheroes? As if! I just haven't been gifted with powers like them, that's all. Just you wait when I discover my power. And one day, you'll all be kissing my butt, begging for my attention. You're hilarious, Matilda. Maybe your power is making people laugh. Better than being a self-proclaimed queen bee. Idiots! I'll show them all. I gotta figure out what I'm good at. And so, I decided to start with managing the school soccer team. I used to go to games with my bro. Who knows? Maybe I've got a hidden talent there. I went looking for a sports book, but couldn't reach the top shelf. Out of desperation, I climbed up, but slipped. Right before my head hit the floor, someone caught me. For a moment, I saw his handsome face before he dropped me.
You'd break your ankle trying to climb that high shelf.
Thanks.
Doesn't seem like you study much. First time I've seen you here.
My face turned beet red from embarrassment. Yeah, I never really hit up the school library or being big on reading.
I'm Alvin.
Matilda. He waved goodbye and disappeared. Well, he's not the friendliest guy, and I hope that's the last time I see of him. I pulled an all-nighter with that book, and the next day, I strutted into the middle of the soccer field where all the hot guys were practicing. They all ignored me, except for Zaid, the captain every girl dreams of dating. I flashed him my sweetest smile as he approached.
Sorry, but can you move aside? The game's about to start.
Well, that didn't go as planned.
Oh, it's you again.
Oh, the library guy. Albert.
No, you got my name wrong. It's Alvin. Alvin!
My bad. Then out of the blue, I spot a kitten meandering on the field.
Look out!
Zaid's about to kick the ball right where the kitten is. Dangerous much? Without thinking, I dash onto the field. But uh-oh, the slick grass has me slipping and accidentally kicking him. Zaid collapses and can only moan in pain. I hold up the kitten, hoping that seeing the adorable creature will explain my actions. But contrary to expectations, his face starts turning colors and his limbs shake uncontrollably.
Keep that thing away from me! I am allergic to cat fur! Run! Get out of here before they get you!
Everything turned into chaos, and the game was called off. And yeah, since that day, my face was also banned from the soccer field vicinity. So much for managing the soccer team. But I didn't stop looking for my superpower. I tried my hand at painting, but that only sparked a huge debate at school.
That's clearly a tiger.
No, it's a hippo. And then the painting went viral online, and I couldn't have imagined things getting so out of hand. They crowded into my class and shoved a mic in my face.
So what exactly did you paint, Matilda?
Actually, it's a dog. A striped dog with a big belly. That's a first. Their laughter made me want to sink through the floor. And just like that, my passion for painting extinguished. Painting was a no-go, so maybe acting was my calling? Thanks to my family's rep, I quickly landed the role of Cinderella. While Taylor, fuming, agreed to play the wicked stepmother. Clean the floor, make it shine. Taylor shoved me down, grinding out each word. Was she taking this chance to settle scores? Once you're done, get to the kitchen. Don't let the prince see your face. Enough with the oppression! Angry, I threw the rag into the bucket. I demand equality for all fairy tale heroines. That's not in the script, idiot. Taylor hissed through clenched teeth, trying to steer everything back on track. That's when I realized I was standing on stage, under the scrutinizing gaze of the audience.
Way to go, Matilda! Woo! My sister's the best!
After my brother's cheer, a smattering of applause broke out. But I could clearly see my parents trying to hide their faces, ashamed of their daughter. I left the stage dejected and bumped into Zayd in the hallway. Great. Now he's going to have it out for me because of that fateful kick.
Matilda! Finally found you!
Oh, hi Zayd. Long time no see. You good?
I was fine until you knocked me out.
I'm so sorry. If you need someone to take responsibility, I'm ready.
Just kidding. I'm all good. I was looking for you to ask, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Am I dreaming? Did the soccer team captain just ask me out? And of course, I said yes. We started dating, clinging to each other like shadows, which made most of the schoolgirls jealous, especially Taylor. But what could she do? It was Zayd who confessed his feelings to me first. One day while on my way home, the noise from a corner of the street caught my attention. In front of me was a building ablaze, and the firefighters hadn't arrived yet. Luckily, most people had already escaped. Huh? I poured a bucket of water over my head and charged into the fire like a superhero. And tomorrow, I would be on the front page of the newspaper with the headline, "Brave Superhero Rushes into Fire to Save Trapped People." But
Who let you rush in here? Do you know how dangerous that is?
they didn't know I had just saved a tiny life. I hurriedly took the little rabbit to the pet hospital in town. Upon arriving, I was startled to see a familiar face. Alvin was tenderly holding a hamster in his hands. When he saw me, he too seemed surprised. So this is your father's clinic?
Yes. I come here to help him with odd jobs on the weekends.
At that moment, I realized Alvin truly was a kind-hearted and sweet guy. Meanwhile, I kept up with my dates with Zayd, even though they weren't as fun as I thought they'd be. Turned out, I was often the butt of his friends' jokes. They teased me with drawings, even snatched my lunch away.
Oh, honey, you're not gonna eat this chicken leg, right? You gotta keep that figure.
I finally had enough and decided to tell him off after class. I was gonna break up with him. But when I went to find Zayd in an empty classroom, I caught a horrifying scene. Zayd and Taylor were kissing! So they were in on it together, making a fool out of me all along! But I didn't have time to wallow in sadness, nor did I need to waste thoughts on those losers. Well, time to show them that they messed with the wrong girl. I shared my plan with Alvin and asked for his help. That night, Zayd and Taylor were out on a romantic stroll, hand in hand on a deserted street. How shameless.
Isn't that Matilda?
What's that loser doing here? Curious, they followed behind me, but I vanished into the mist. The clueless duo had no idea they were about to face a nightmarish disaster. Alvin signaled me, and I kicked off our revenge plan. The sound Zayd feared the most echoed.
What? Why? Where are they?
In the dimly lit street, shadows of tiny creatures cast on the wall took on monstrous shapes.
Save me, Taylor! I'm scared of...
What? Taylor turned to see Zayd shaking in fear, practically peeing his pants. But before she could turn and leave, Zayd jumped up and clung to her tightly.
Oh, save me! I'm scared of cats! Get them away!
Alvin and I could only snicker, rounding up the cats and leaving the alley behind in chaos. Ew! Get away from me! We are so breaking up.
Help me, Taylor!
We returned to the pet hospital to drop off the cats. Thankful for our furry accomplices, making the plan a smashing success. Alvin and I looked at each other, proud of what we just pulled off. Suddenly, he leaned in closer and closer. A baby bird with a broken wing.
Let me call my dad over.
No need. I got this. I carefully disinfected and bandaged the little bird's wing. It looked so pitiful.
I think you could be a great vet taking care of them in the future. Whoa! Calm down, girl.
I found my power! I'm not a superhero like everyone. It's not doing big things like mom and dad or helping others like you.
You silly. Your power just needs to bring joy to you and others. That's enough.
You're right.
Shine boys, shine boys. I love you, shine boys. Ugh, how the heck do I get inside? I've been hiding out here for over 30 minutes. Every day's the same. Bands mobbing the front, making me feel like one step outside would turn me into instant mashed potatoes. Wait a second. They probably won't see me behind this, right? Phew. Finally made it inside.
Hey, Diana.
William, Finn, Kenneth. Bet you're wondering why these dudes are in my house, right? Just my luck, and not the fun kind. Hey, I'm Diana. Hit like and subscribe buttons to see my wild ride living with a superstar boy band. Meet my bro, Dylan, a musical prodigy who mastered 4 instruments by 12.
Give it a go. I'll teach you.
We always play guitar and sing together late into the night. At 16, Dylan formed his own band called Shine Boys, playing bass and leading the squad. They blew up across the US after just one hit song. As everyone was buzzing about a music festival invite, disaster struck. Oh my god, what happened to your arm?
An accident.
This is bad. That major performance at the Tennessee Music Fest is just around the corner. Dylan suddenly stared me down. What?
Right. My little sis is a killer guitarist.
Shook! Dylan was suggesting I fill in for him. Performing on a big stage sounds dope, but I never imagined me in the spotlight, playing for thousands.
Please, Diana. I'm desperate.
No way. Jesus! Just the thought of being on stage makes me all jittery. How am I supposed to play and sing? Why would I ever agree to such a crazy idea? Next day, while I was leaving school, a fancy Mercedes pulled up. A guy stepped out. It was Finn, Shine Boys' drummer, looking cool AF. Finn, what are you doing here?
Is there an event or... Whoa! Okay, might look like some princess getting VIP treatment, but nah, I was freaking out. Seriously? Is all this drama necessary?
Dead serious. We gotta move fast.
You know about our big gig next month, right? You should stay with us to practice. It's just for a month, no biggie. Don't stress. We've got your stuff in the back. Think of it as a vacation.
Oh my god! If only this was as chill as a spa day! They're basically kidnapping me!
Big shoes to fill, Diana. Dylan's a legend on guitar. No pressure.
Hold up! I didn't say yes about that. Plus, you guys didn't know who the real guitar pro in my house is.
At least give her a shot, Will. I believe in her. Diana's lit.
Oh, thanks, Finn. Finn's such a gentleman and a sweetie. But William's buzzkill vibe always ruins the mood. Alright, deep breath, Diana. This next month's gonna be a wild ride. The first hurdle? Dealing with a ton of fangirls for the Shine Boys. Some fans who kept tabs on the band's apartment knew I was crashing there. Diana, scram! I got why they were so jealous. I mean, living with the 3 smoking hot famous Prince Charmings? But, dude, this privilege was low-key nauseating. Beneath their glossy exteriors, they were filthy slackers. Socks, clothes, even undies just piling up and stinking up the bathroom. Floors littered with banana peels, plastic bottles, and pizza boxes. Ugh, how do they live like keeping my sanity? Once, I accidentally busted into the bathroom when Finn was in. Holy guacamole, those abs weren't playing. I slammed the door shut, turned tail, and... Oh no! Wait up, the thing breaking my fall is... softer than the floor. That's William! Up close, he looked even better. Check out those firm arms around me. Whoa, his physique is as lit as Finn's. Guess it wasn't just Finn I was crushing on. It's all muscly dudes for me. But William, not Shakespeare, wasn't about letting dreamy scenes last.
Where do you keep your eyes? On your butt?
Oh, where do you hide your sweet words? A safe somewhere? Can you be like a tad nicer when talking?
No need.
Good thing the tantalizing aroma from the kitchen saved him, or he'd be toast. It was a delish spaghetti from Chef Kenneth. Just a shame his culinary talent isn't inversely proportional to his humor.
Guess what we call fake spaghetti? Impasta!
This spaghetti's yummy, right guys? To be fair, beyond a few minor quirks, they're total heartthrobs. Who'd be your bias in Shine Boys? Drop it in the comments. One day, when coming to the practice room earlier to set up instruments, I overheard something chilling.
What are you implying?
The stage collapsed right where Dylan stood. Quite the coincidence.
The cops ruled it an accident.
Look, Will, I get it. You paved the way for Shine Boys, but Dylan became the front man. All eyes on him. You've thought about it.
Stop spouting nonsense.
You're also watching Dylan's solo contracts, right? Framing things as accidents is smart.
One more crack from you, and you might end up drumming with one hand.
Dylan's broken arm wasn't an accident. Someone's sabotaging him, and it's William? No way! I gotta get justice for him! But trouble kept coming. The barista looked familiar. Where have I seen her? Name tag says Alice. An old friend, maybe? Whatever. I continue scrolling through TikTok while waiting. Suddenly, William appears as I step out. What the hell? I didn't even sip it! Are you seriously this pissed at me?
Listen,
Save it! Just leave me alone!
It's not as simple as you think. You need to be careful.
I stomped off, ignoring whatever William had to say. The next few days, even if my practice went smoother, the vibe at home got tense. Apart from band practice, I avoided William at all costs. Seems like he noticed, but instead of confronting or explaining, he just kept silent. The most terrifying thing happened the day before the performance. Someone's tailing me. The footsteps kept getting closer. Ouch! It's the waitress from the cafe yesterday. Alice! You don't deserve to stand with my angels. So shameless. That coffee the other day? Lucky you. But today, you're done.
Cut this crap out, or you'll be banned from all Shine Boys shows.
Shine Boys? That voice. William? The man turns away and walks off. It was too dark to see his face, but that voice was unmistakably like William's. The guy who sabotaged my brother out of jealousy, but always looked out for me. What's his game?
Finn and Kenneth were really worried about you. They called to check if you got home.
Indeed, but it was only William who was there when I needed him most. Hey Dylan, do you think William caused your accident?
What? No way. William would never do that. Why would you even think that?
Did you notice anything off with any of the three boys that day?
But...
Just answer me.
All I remember is Finn was super off that day. We usually film vlogs during rehearsals, but he was super pissed. He even yelled at the crew to stop filming. He's never been like that before.
Bingo! I begged Dylan for that video and stayed up all night watching. 5 a.m. Seriously? Nothing again? Wait. I got it! Here it is! As Shine Boys moved to the waiting room for their performance, the still running camera caught someone messing with the stage rigging right above where Dylan stood. That's him! Finn! He's been fooling everyone with his fake polite facade. Even made me doubt William. Such a jerk! The final performance day arrived. I wore my dazzling outfit, ready to stride along Shine Boys. Never thought I'd ever feel like a real superstar. The moment I prepared for a month is about to come, but for some reason, I felt down. William, go away! Suddenly, a fan shouted out loud. Reporters rushed in.
Is Dylan's accident connected to you?
We were all shell-shocked. No, I can't let this be. I know what you did. Here's your last chance. Explain yourself in front of everyone and stop framing William.
What are you on about? What did I do? Our performance is about to start. Quit your babbling.
Babbling? Nice. He's showing his true colors. I'll make him pay. The performance, a result of a month of hard work, was a smashing success. The joy of being cheered on by fans was indescribable. It's time to do what I have to do. Finn, I gave you one last chance. You blew it. The big screen starts playing the video I told you about. Just moments after the performance started, the stage rigging collapsed right where Dylan stood, injuring his arm.
I trusted you, Finn. You did this to Dylan just because of some nonsense contracts?
What do you know? Dylan and you? Always about yourselves. It wasn't me who caused it this way. Move!
I'm sorry for doubting you, William. I should have known better. I'll do anything to make it up to you. Days later, William locked himself in. He needed time to heal. All I could do was be there for him. One day, he finally emerged, letting me in.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you. Thank you, Diana, for truly seeing me.
Finn, the hypocrite who always envied others' success, has now been kicked out of the band. And guess who? None other than the lovely Diana here will take on the official bass guitar position in the band. Fans even suggested changing the band's name to Shine Girl because I truly stand out so much. Oh no, it's time for my appointment. I have to go. Let me give you a little hint. Today is the first date between William and me. He's probably waiting for me in the Merc parked outside. See you all later.